So my name's Kyle. I am a senior this year at Stanford University. I'll be graduating in a couple weeks actually. It's been an awesome 4 years. It's been a wonderful blessing to be out here and be part of the sanctuary community also, and being involved in PPC has been pretty awesome. My favorite chapter in the Bible is Psalm 139, and I just love how the whole chapter talks a lot about just God knowing everything kind of before it happens, and just knowing that, like, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, like, God is always there. And then my favorite verse specifically comes is Psalm 139 in verse 16. And in your book were all written the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there is not one of them. There's been a ton of things over these last 4 years that have just been amazing, that I'm really thankful for. I think the biggest one is just having Christian community on campus and off campus too. We have a really tight group of people, and we've done life together for the last 4 years. It's been an amazing experience. It reminds me a lot of kind of how the early church was talked about in Acts. We do everything together, and it's really been an amazing experience to share life, to go through life together, to be praying for each other, to be encouraging each other in that way. And that's something that has been family for me out here, and something that has completely shaped my Stanford experience and my college experience. Something I've been so thankful for. Coming into college, I don't really feel like I knew what it meant to be a Christian. I thought it kind of just meant being a good person and praying every now and then, reading the Bible, like kind of sporadically whenever something big was going on in life. Freshman year coming in, I got involved with a Christian fellowship on campus, and really kind of got exposed to some people who I think were really following Christ, and really saw there was a difference in their life, and a difference in the way they prayed and the way they lived their daily life and the way they worshiped, and kind of saw that and said, man, I want that. And I remember one night after kind of being at a group meeting, coming back to my room and kind of just looking at the wall, and I remember praying to God saying, man, I don't know what it's going to look like. I know a ton of things are going to have to change. My heart's going to have to be rearranged and reshaped, but I want to live life really after you and fully for your kingdom. My junior year of college, I randomly, out of nowhere, kind of had a contact with someone from back home who had a friend who was going to be living in the dorm that I randomly got assigned into. And it was super cool. This person that I happened to know through that connection, the first night I got there and moved into the dorm, just kind of had some real tough things going on in his life. He just came to me and was like, Kyle, I have these things I need to talk about. Like, I've never met you, but there's all these things I need to talk about. And it was a really cool spiritual moment to talk to him through a lot of these things and just be there to listen, basically. Through that, he got really involved with the Christian fellowship on campus, and I guess the really cool moment about this, I remember very specifically sitting there talking to him and just realizing, like, wow, this is God using me right now. There's been seasons in my life where I've been able to look back on something that's happened and be like, I can see how God moved in that and how he was working in my heart and using me. But this was the first time, I think, like, in the middle of the action, I could see, like, God clearly saying, like, Kyle, I'm using you right now. And that was a really cool moment. Every single day that I wake up in the morning, there's a purpose for me. Like, God has ordained this day for me, and he has a purpose for me in it. And it kind of reminds me of just to be living in that kind of eternal reality that, wow, like, God has a purpose for me today. It's not just another day that I happen to be alive. No, like, there's a reason, and I want to be fully stepping into that reason and finding out what that reason is for God to have me be alive today.